What up, though?
What's going on?
Man, felt like a long time, buddy. Feel like a long time.
I know. You know, we for years we didn't get to speak as much, and then a couple weeks off, it's like shit, we gotta catch up. Everybody, welcome to KK's Corner.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. We Bizak. Took a little brief intermission.
I was gonna show
Dog.
you I was gonna show you my
Hell
I got a
no. You
the
got the Mr. Blues on your face now. You showing your age, buddy. See, he's medicated too, but you gotta get you
my
some
late
medicated donks.
my LASIK ran out. 10 years did me good. I got it done. It was one of the last seasons. It was probably second to last season of South Beach. So I got it done out here. And Doc told me I'm getting old. It's not my prescription's not as bad as what it used to be though.
Mine is. I be falling asleep in my contacts, then I be saying, okay, let me just put on my glasses for a while and this is it. I got actually two pair of glasses. I'm gonna show you the clear glasses. Don't laugh at me. I think this is the glasses segment. Hold on, time out. I gotta turn around and then turn back around.
The reveal.
That definitely reveal.
Ta-da. Oh
Boy,
yeah.
them bitches stick it in the motherfucker. Look when you look to the side. Back. Boy, them things stick.
Look, I
I'm
was
blind. I'm legally
be,
blind.
before I had surgery, I was a negative 5.5 in both eyes. So I know I couldn't see anything past like 6, 7 inches in front of my face.
I'm nearsighted, so I can't see shit. So if y'all ever see me out and y'all call my name or whatever, and I don't got on nothing, just come and don't tap me on my shoulder because my reflex is a motherfucker. I might swing, but just say, "Hey, this me. Hey, this me." Yeah, you got to get real close up on me.
So
Oh,
speaking of,
nothing going on, brother.
I had to say, speaking
Lot
of
going on.
contacts, you said contacts. I got a quick story for you. I'm gonna paint a picture. The year is 1996. I'm
You
at
was at the
Hampton.
Freaknik.
No, yes, but that's another day for another story. I was at I was at Freaknik 96 and 97. I mean, I'm just gonna put it out there now, just in case y'all see me running in the freeway. Uh,
Oh Lord
yes,
Jesus.
I made some mistakes with Indy
Lord.
2020.
There were no mistakes, man. You did exactly what the hell you wanted to do.
Hey, I'm still here. I don't. What am I gonna say? I'm good. I'm good
Right.
with it. I don't remember it all anyway, so it don't matter.
There you have it. That's your story and you're sticking to it. That's half of the people's story.
So what's
Shit.
going on? What's been up?
Well, man, we done missed the whole Final Four. We done missed the championship. We done missed everything, man.
My
So
girl, my girl Destiny
my
Harden got
sports life,
drafted.
yeah, a lot of people did. That South Carolina team had a big draft. So I guess winning the championship don't mean shit when you're getting that bread. For real. Bro,
I
I've been
know.
having the weirdest dreams though.
Go
I had a
ahead.
dream. I had a dream I was a porn star. I've been having a lot of dreams, man. I've been, dreaming about this lottery, man. About three people done hit either a scratch off or the lottery down here. I don't know what's going on. God, what is going on, baby? I've been in line. Like I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
You need to
Sheesh.
save your chips for a rowboat out there right now.
Man, look. Like I say, it's been raining for 5 days straight. There hasn't been any flights going in and out of Fort Lauderdale Airport. It don't flood like that in the hood like that because they know us niggas have been put on a bathing suit and went out there and went swimming. But nah, it don't flood like that in the hood. It's out in Broward, close by the airport and in them residential areas. But they got bad drains, but I'm just so happy. Man, it felt like a hurricane was down here. It
That's
really
why
like it didn't let up at all.
I
Like I
read that
know
they
we
had that it was that bad. I read that it was almost more rain than the last couple of, not obviously not the major hurricanes, but it's definitely been
it done rain about 15 to 20 inches of rain. That's a lot. People out there with their rowboats, boss. People cars stuck, submerged in water. All you see is the roof. They
I saw a
sitting on
post
top of their hell.
Billy Corbin posted something on I think Instagram, but it was a a truck taking, had several cars on it. So it was one of the had several cars on its trailer, and it got stuck on the train tracks. Did you see this because of the water? I think, and a
Yeah,
train hit it.
yeah. That Brightline. Man, Brightline like 10-0. Brightline don't play, it don't slow up, it don't do nothing. I'm like, that Brightline shit be going so fast, dog. I promise you, every time you turn on the news, Brightline will fuck somebody car up. I don't know if people be falling asleep, getting stuck on the track, or they got a magnet that bring cars on the track so they can fuck it up. They must be the demolition man. I don't know what they are going on, bros. Every time I turn on the news, a Brightline train been up fuck somebody. I ain't getting on that shit. I'm sorry. I don't give a damn. That shit could cost $5 to go to London. I ain't getting on it. Getting me. For real, for
uh,
real.
I don't even, because I lived in Miami so long ago. I don't even know where the Bright Line runs.
That's like this new train. You know what they used to have. I forgot what they used to have, but Brightline take you like from Miami to Palm Beach, to Broward, all that shit. Anytime you say something that take you somewhere that in a car it takes 45 minutes or an hour and 15 minutes, I don't want it. I don't want it. That's just like easy poontang. When they throwing it at you, you don't want it. I don't want that shit. No,
I
sir.
mean, it depends on what age I was.
Right. Mr. Freak Nigga. You know us down here in Miami and in Florida, shit. I went to Freaknik twice, but that they was at
Okay.
that Black Week in Daytona. Daytona was it. Now the stories there might be a little different. Like they bringing up all these little autobiographies and these stories about what y'all did. Who the hell kept them videos in their archives like that? Like who did it?
They in them
I cannot.
VHSs. They in them
I cannot
VHSs
wait.
with them pornos. Oh yeah, no
Right.
doubt.
I cannot wait. I
I
cannot
can't
wait.
either. I just,
I hope
you
I
know.
hope my mama not on there. Boy. I ain't
Plus, it
even
was
gonna ask her. Oh wait.
what Atlanta was only 3 hours for y'all, 3.5 from Nashville.
A flight? A flight?
I'm talking
Or
about
a
back
drive
then. When you was driving back then, we were all driving. You weren't flying from Nashville to
yeah, from no.
Atlanta, were you?
I used to drive from Nashville all the way to the crib. So Atlanta to Nashville was nothing. It took a hop and a skip.
Yeah.
Skip. It was I remember my time at Freaknik, dog. We went like 15 deep, one hotel room.
Yep.
One hotel room, cheap as shit, but shit, we had the time of our life.
What year? What year was
Cheap,
it?
cheap, cheap. It had to be like 96, 97 when they was at
So
the
we were at
tail
the.
end of it. I was
It
at
was
the tail
the
end because that's when you
same
went.
here. It's 96 and
Okay,
97.
yeah, because when I went twice, but the second time, every time you get off the expressway, they had barricades putting your ass right on the expressway. I think they had done got a new mayor, shut that shit all the way down. But it was cool. Sitting on cars
97
and
was Yeah,
yeah.
97 was okay. It was okay. But 96 for me, I mean, obviously everybody said that year before was always the best one, but 96 and 97, it was
Mm,
almost like it was barricades and stuff like that. I remember
yeah.
96.
They were sending your
I was
ass
at
back to the expressway.
I was at Virginia Union and we drove it takes from Richmond, Virginia. I think it's about 9 hours from Richmond to Atlanta. And we got there. I drove all night because I was always the driver. I had this Ford Taurus. I was always a driver. So I was the person, I'm the same way. I could drive all night easy. And so we get there early as shit. and we were staying at this dude Duncan's house. I don't even, I don't know Atlanta. It's just a bunch of apartments and houses and trees. As far as I'm concerned, if you've ever, the people that have not been to Atlanta, it's just a bunch of trees everywhere. Like I
Right.
live in LA, ain't no trees like that out here. They planted them for aesthetics out here. Anyway, we get to his house and everybody's so faded that they couldn't answer the door. Like they were destroyed. We got there at like 9 in the morning. They were destroyed. And so we had to sleep in the car for the next like 4 hours until somebody woke up just to open the door.
Hell
No,
no.
and it was the sun. And so we were just baking in my car. Like we couldn't go nowhere. We were tired as fuck. And then somebody finally opened the door hours in, just faded. And then we just started smoking, drinking, and
Nigga, you
that
supposed to hit the
shit.
Waffle House. They got up. The Waffle House was a spot. Got to hit the Waffle House.
No,
Hey, the
that
Waffle
weekend,
House.
no, it was like 2 hour wait. It's like a 2 hour wait. The weekends, like on
I
frequent.
know, but shit, that's the only dirty place I eat at. I don't know what they be having on there. I don't even care. Waffle House got to be the most disgusting place ever, but the food be banging.
Bang it. Look, have you been to the one in when I moved to Miami, I went to the one out near Sunrise. And I was like, because I
Yeah,
was just
the
like,
one off of 595.
it's the last time I ever went, man. I pulled out, it was a
Yeah,
Confederate flag out there. And I was like, I'm
yeah,
still eating though. I was like, I'm still gonna eat.
that shit real dirty and good.
Yeah. Ooh.
For
Ooh,
real.
some cheese eggs. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I miss some Waffle
Yeah, man.
House.
So what's going on out that way, man?
Man, actually, I'm prepping for, I actually send out the link to everybody pretty soon. I'm doing a discussion. I'm presenting some work that I've been doing. Basically, I travel a lot and I've been making 3D models of Black and Indigenous monuments. And so I'm putting together kind of a database and I'm placing them on a map. And so I'm looking at, so that we can have a database of Black and Indigenous sculptures throughout the world. I'm trying to figure out a way so I can open it up so people can bring in their own photos of these places when they go. Because then it kind of gives you so that we can see that, Blackness, Indigenous communities are communities and they're not forgotten and that they have their places, not just in North America, not just in the United States, but in South America and Africa, God willing, we get over there together and shoot our projects, but all of these spaces. So I'm about to I'm having a talk and I'm gonna talk about Blackness in spaces in South America and show some 3D models.
Okay. Y'all see. You the nerd, and I'm the you. I look. You just doing it, the indigenous shit, nigga. I be sitting in that motherfucker trying to fall asleep every time so I can get. I be tired. Listen, I ain't been doing shit. You know my season in. We done had 7 games canceled. We done had 3 games canceled this week because of the weather. Um, it's just been crazy. It's been crazy. This has been a crazy year for me, and uh scheduling games for the next guys football season. So we going to Vegas this year. You got to meet me there. We're going to
Ooh.
Vegas. Yeah, we playing in Vegas. So
We
I'm
might
gonna
have to
send you all
extend
the
that trip by a day or two.
man. We already gonna be up there for 4 days, man. You know I can't do that long. No, that long in Vegas. I come back trying to get my deed for everything I got. If I don't win, shit, I'm a
I'm
winner.
only I'm only allowed 2 nights by myself. I've given myself a restriction of 2 nights in Vegas because
Thank you. I need you to come at least for them 2 nights and take me to your, all your little stuff you used to do when you was doing your Playboy thing. So we
you
need the
know
tour, that tour in Vegas.
Party Will is a different beast. Only a few people you see Party
That's the
Will.
one I want. That's the one I want.
Party Will. Party Will is a
At
different
least
beast.
give me one day of that.
Oh no, it'll be a full 2.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it.
If family shows up, it's a full 2. Like what gonna do?
Yeah. So, when we go up there, we usually, like when I came to LA when we play over there. So I already get my my day or so, but my nights be definitely free. Once we put them on that timer, put that tape on the door. I don't know, those shorties probably be like, eat my bag. You got to put that tape on the door. When that tape come off, a nigga done been sneaking. Ain't no way to do it unless I ain't gonna tell them the secret because I used to know the secret when I was in high school. I know the secret. But you got to have money to do it. For real.
Yeah, that's why my old Playboy days, we ain't had no money. They didn't pay for shit, but my mouthpiece was strong. So I could talk my way into just about anywhere. I just had a Playboy card and I can just, as long as you let me at the person that allows people in, I'm a mouthpiece on my way in. And it's a ratio because it's a ratio of how many dudes you got with you compared to like how poppin' this place is.
Right. And they wonder why I go out with a whole bunch of ladies. I go out with all the girls, and then there be some days I go out with all my guys because they always paying and they very nice. They make sure you eat, they make sure you drunker than them, all that stuff like that. When I go out, the girls, you just put them in the front. They be like, "How many of y'all?" They could be 50 of us. They be like, "All right, all y'all come on in." It be two guys. They be like, "Y'all wait right there."
No,
how they like to
I always walk in with y'all.
Huh?
I always walk in with y'all. I sneak in like, oh,
I'm better believe it. I'm with her. I'm with them. You better believe it.
Oh man, where else y'all traveling to for the season?
No, we got like all the top teams here. Ain't too much going on. We tried to get who was that? We tried to get one other team to come down from Cali, and it didn't work out because they didn't like. I guess they didn't want to play at the time. We had the stadium was taken up during the nighttime, and they told us they was a prime time school. Nigga, y'all in a high school. Give a damn if you play at 7 in the goddamn morning. Play the game. But yeah, they didn't like the time, and it just fell through. So we would have had a team come there, and then we went there. But we played the Chaminade, Madonna. We played, we always play like the Northwestern, New Orleans, Chaminade, Madonna.
The division itself is tough enough. The division itself, and then the surrounding teams.
Right, Columbus, all those top teams. They got all the little top players. This year's gonna be tough. Very, very, very tough. So yeah.
Vegas.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
I think it's interesting to me, the business side of it too, because you're talking about how the business decision didn't just work out with the California team in Central. So, right. What I think that people don't realize, they take into account that sports is just, athletes and some coaches doing their thing, but the business of it is so serious.
It's the background, like me and my crew, like basically it has to be like contract signed. Both schools got to agree. You got to go through with us, like most other, like Vegas, LA, all that stuff. They have their own little districts and their own little schools. Some of them be private, so they don't have to go through. They don't have to jump through the hoops and go through the hierarchy like we do. We got to get so many things signed off. The only way we don't have to get pretty much things signed off is if they paying for it or it's getting funded by somebody other than the school board. So luckily, we usually, that be the good thing. So we don't have to jump through hoops or nothing like that. We're Nike school. We're definitely a brand. So a lot of stuff getting taken care of that we don't really have to jump through hoops like that. So,
but I mean, look, even on that, but that on that end too, there's still a business in being a Nike school, being a top tier school that can command these other big schools from other regions, to even come to the table with it. You know what I mean? And so I think that it's interesting too, from your work position as kind of a, what people don't, they only think of coaching as X's and O's to a certain extent. You know what I mean? People
Mhm.
can't conceptualize sometimes the business aspect that you're doing, that these directors behind the scenes, all of these people are also doing, the coaches too,
Mhm.
and as far as a brand, from the level of student athlete all the way up to the AD, the director, yourself, the direct, all of these
That's who
people.
do all the work, though, because I'm with the athletic administration as well. That's who really do all the work. We communicate with a lot of people, and you just got to build a rapport with. We have to build a rapport with everybody, from the hotels to the buses to the airlines to people in different cities who want to play. Like, you build a rapport with these people, the Nike people. It's so much that you have to. People don't understand. Like, it's a switch for me. Like, when I'm working, I could be this when I'm with the kids, that when I'm coaching, this when I'm in the business aspect, because it's just so many hats you have to wear, and it's crazy. I love it. I like to be kind of like all over the place, because it's not just no one me. I'm listen, boy. Throughout my day, I don't know how many times I be having to pray, because boy, sometimes I be feeling like if I was 15, boy, I whoop that ass. If I was your mama, I whoop that ass 3 times. But then again, you have to sit there and you have to think maybe they been getting their ass whooped and they come here and they act out. But yeah, that right there.
You know, I think in any kind of business, when you have to manage, you know what I mean? Like there is, I look at in any kind of business you have to manage, and you have to manage people that are in puberty, just coming out of puberty, are learning the world, all of these kind of things, as well as teachers, administrators, which, you know, are still going through puberty as well, as far as attitudes at
Yeah.
times. but but that kind of management of space, I always I find it informing of how people deal with those kind of managements of space, because in any kind of work, when you're managing, you have to deal with personalities, and you have to know how to motivate in certain ways. You have to know how to, to a certain extent, people hate tough words, but reprimand. You have to manage, and it's a responsibility that a lot of people are afraid of.
Mm, yep. You got to take all them late calls. You have to take all of, if something go wrong with any athlete, anything in the program, equipment, uniforms, little things like that. That's why I tell them, like, most of the time, I'm a beggar. I'm a beggar. Like, because I work in the administration, I know like what funds we have and what funds we don't have. I like to expose the kids to different things, like with the girls' sports. So when I travel, I fundraise, I beg, I do all type of different things to get the money, so I could just go on here. Because if you got the money, they gonna approve that shit quick, like stuff like that. But if you ain't got the money, you gotta tell them what rooms, how many sleeping in the bed, how many miles it is, like your every move. You got to do that anyway, but just to get the approval, if you got your money and then you could write that stuff up, you good. Like, it's a lot, but it takes special people to work with kids, and it takes even more special people to work with great kids who parents. Yeah. Okay. What's up? Next. Fuck all that. Next. For real.
uh,
You
yeah, I
gotta be there.
mean,
You just gotta be there.
but I
Definitely
will
just
say
gotta
that
be there.
I just say this because I think that a lot of people don't really take that into account, and the understanding behind the scenes of any kind of work. I think that there is a kind of, because of the hierarchy of work itself, especially in the United States and probably Europe, in a lot of spaces, that like I think that people don't appreciate the structure, the work that it takes, it's sometimes just taken as, sports is still taken as, young people just going out there and having fun. And so, sometimes it's good for people to hear the, you know, kind of kind of peeled back so that you can see what really is like.
Man, listen,
With
I
that
ain't finna talk
said,
about no more. You gonna have me in this bit.
anyway, so
Yeah, I'm
we
done.
we do need to talk about your most hated sport.
Oh my God. It has to be and I know they're gonna kill me. It has to be soccer.
Oh
It has
no,
to be soccer.
I'm sorry, maybe not
They
your
gonna
most
they gonna
hated
kill me.
then. I was gonna say
You know
basketball.
why? I've never, oh no, I thought you asked me the question. I love basketball. I hate the NBA.
Oh, okay,
I thought
let's
you
go
said
back
my
to
most hated sport.
okay, let's talk about
I'm
soccer real
like,
quick because you have strong feelings on this. Let's hear it.
I really I've 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 been to soccer matches and some of them could be entertaining. I got a little bit of ADD, you know? Like if something takes too long for the excitement, I'm like over this shit. Like, hey, get me out of here. And I guess it's the thrill of it for people that it's so hard to score. And then when people score, it's great and fantastic. But bitch, I be sleep. I be drunk or sleep sitting at a soccer game. Like, I guess that's what it is, right?
Look,
Right?
I don't think that I think we're just now developing the kind of fandom in the United States. Like we're at the baby stages. Because if you go to other places, that's why, like if you come to South America with me and we go to just a regular ass game, like just a Colombian team in Bogota versus Medellin, right? Independent and Medellin and, whoever, Millonarios in Bogota. They have 1,000 cops outside because it goes hard in there. And so,
Yeah, no, I can imagine. Like,
and it's
I,
rowdy, like it is rocking. The place is rocking, and people, they setting off little fires, waving flags and stuff like that. So my thing is this: somehow we need to make that happen, or you need to see like obviously a European team when you have those stars. I mean, I think that you see the stars, and like any sport, the cream of the crop, you can see a difference when you're out there and you see it. But I understand that like I enjoy
yeah,
it, but
like
I understand
it
that.
wasn't nothing for us growing up. Like, being over athletics or whatever, I have to go and support like all the sports, all the teams, all the games. And I be looking at the soccer game, like you should see me under my glasses. Like I'll be like, what the fuck? I don't get it. Like it's like I just don't get it. Pick that shit up, throw it, do something. I don't get it. Like, I mean, it's skillful or whatever, but yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm
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 sorry.
I'm
I'm sorry, soccer fans. I just I'm a Florida girl. I just learned how popular soccer world's about 6 years ago. It was doing I think the World Games or some shit, and I was in where was I? I had to be in a Grove, and man, they was like having like a championship game or something. And they were ole. I mean, they was outside, they were lit, they was buying everybody drinks, like it was crazy. And I was like, what's this pandemonium about? And it was like a soccer game. And then, they had like a soccer game at the Dolphin Stadium. Bruh, tickets about $5,000-$10,000 a pop. It's sold out. It's like bananas. It's like bigger than Smoking Loud, Rolling Loud, whatever that shit is. Rolling Loud, bigger than whatever that other thing is. They have like the 100,000 people. What it is? What's the other
yeah.
shit? That rave where they have all the DJs, whatever that little thing is. But hey, geez, Louise. So yeah, forgive me, soccer fans. Now, you want to go to my really hated the NBA?
It's like you guys might have Messi, possibly the greatest soccer player of all time, coming to Miami in the next couple of years. You have to see him.
I ain't gonna do soccer game, bro.
NBA.
You know how much $5,000 would get me if I had to buy a ticket to a soccer game? If I get free soccer tickets, I'd go.
That's
But
what
if
I'm
I had
talking.
to pay, I could buy 2 or 3 seasons at the for the Dolphins.
Listen, they're not charging that to go
Yes,
see
they
the
are,
Miami.
man.
We can get into the local Miami team for cheaper. Look,
Yeah, no,
when
that's
it's
cheap. I'm talking about when they be bringing
I'm talking about
teams from
Messi's about,
Florida.
of course, Messi is
Yeah,
about to play for Miami's actual
for
local
that pink
team
team, for the pink team.
in the
Okay,
next
I don't been
couple
to the
years.
stadium. It's nice. Okay,
He's
okay.
nasty. I mean, they just won the World Cup, and
And he
he's
coming to Miami. He must be trying. People come to Miami to retire, man. Nigga gonna be trash probably when he get here, dog.
no chance.
No chance.
That's the one person
Okay.
I'm like no. So our friend Damien got me hip. He's an Argentinian in Miami,
Mm-hmm.
and this is over 10 years ago. I knew a little bit about Messi. I mean, he was already super famous 10 years ago as the best, and it was him and Ronaldo. Everybody knows soccer knows this, and he just won the World Cup. That was his last like thing he had not achieved. And I mean, he's short because he had some sort of growth defect that he was signed as pro at like 12
Good Lord.
and to the basically one of the best teams in the world,
Mm-hmm.
Barcelona. So signed when he was 12. His father moves him there so that he can get because they're from Argentina, so that he can get the necessary medicine, because Spain was like, we'll basically take care of him too, because he had this, so lived up to all the hype. Short guy. He's somebody that you see his highlights and you're like, okay, like that's different. Even if you don't know the sport, you're like, that's different. Like that motherfucker's different. And
I guess
so
you want to see Messi then. His name
he's
Messi. Messi.
Messi,
Okay.
Messi,
Okay.
nasty NBA.
Dog, I don't know what to say. You know what? Right now, everybody playing, so this is good part. Right now, it's just playoffs. The play-in started. My Heat lost the other day. I thought I was gonna order the people some pizza at work. Order the kids some pizza. When they heat win, you get 50% off Papa John's. And I was mad at them motherfuckers. I told them, oh, I lost my credit card, bitch. Them Papa John pieces be $22 for a lot. I'm not buying 8 pieces. If they was 50% off, I might have got might have hooked y'all up. Not today. Not today. We suck, dog. At this point, we suck ass. You don't know which Heat team's showing up. These young boys in the league doing their thing because they've been playing together all year. What's up with your boy? What his name? Williamson. What his name is? The big kid at New Orleans.
Oh, Zion Williamson. Yes.
He fat. That's why his knees and back. He big. Like I wouldn't at this. I'm thick too. I know what to do and what not to do. He got to lose about 40 pounds, Cole. He got to lose about 40 pounds. He
You
lose
say
40
40?
pounds. Yeah, he got to lose about 40. No, seriously. He played how many games? 100 and some games in 5 years on $100 million. Yeah, my dog he gotta come to Miami, because one thing about Miami, every time somebody, yeah, but don't come to Miami, like we ain't shit right now. But every time somebody come to Miami, they get the best, I'm gonna say the best cooks, and the sun do something to you. It's the sun, it's the heat, and they get the best health treatment. Like if you really pay for it, like LeBron and that $1 million shit he do every year, man, people come to Miami like literally to lose all that, because it's just a way of life. I don't know how people do it, but when they come here, I don't know why my fat ass ain't losing no weight, because I'm here, I'm in the sun every day. But yeah, Miami, he need to just come like in the summer and just come to Miami, get him a nice nutritionist, and be walking and riding bikes on that beach every day. I believe if he lose like 30 or 40 pounds, he'll be a real problem. He won't be sitting out that much.
Yeah, I mean, because he was a problem the beginning of the season, but the bigger problem is he played a third of the season. You know what I'm saying?
Like literally, like, bro, somebody got to tell you. And then now they like he ready to play, but he don't feel like himself. What the fuck that got to do with you playing and these people paying you? One thing about the NBA, that's guaranteed money. So they tell them any fucking thing. I don't feel like playing today. Nah. I hit my shin on the bed when I got out the bed this morning. I hit my shin, so I don't feel like playing today. Yeah, I hate that shit, man. Them people do what they want to do. They can't play the load of the games and this, that, and the other. These playoffs gonna get you, brother. Ain't no sitting out. You lose and you taking that ass home. You're gonna have a long vacation. Niggas trying to go to Disney World. I don't know. I don't think LeBron them gonna go past the second round if they make it out the first. The teams I like is Boston and Milwaukee. And if what that team is, Utah with KD and all them, that's Utah.
No, with a
Okay.
Phoenix.
Phoenix Suns, they got a good chance because they stacked over there. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. This the only part of the NBA I like is the playoffs because y'all niggas gotta play. Y'all gotta play for the whole duration of the playoffs. And if you sit down during the playoffs, you're a sucker. Cause that means you ain't in it for your team. That's that. Fuck a load. Mm-mm.
I mean, I think I'm so tentative on all of it because injuries, and you just know it's coming. You know, like, and I'm not saying like some huge horrible injuries, but you know how they're gonna start dropping like flies. Like I am excited to watch Phoenix. I think you know injuries is going to kind of take them down as the playoffs go.
I don't know, man. That's why I say the Lakers ain't gonna make it past the second round because street clothes, he always getting hurt. That motherfucking Anthony Davis, boy. I call him street clothes. Every time you look on the TV, this nigga's in street clothes while everybody else playing. Fool don't never like he's hurt every other. Oh my God. That shit irritates me though. I get it. You gotta take care of your body. I get it. You're about 620. I get it. But we got enough. Y'all go see our doctor, go see your masseuse, sit in that ice bath, do whatever you need to do. Get the people their money's worth. Play hard. Y'all old. I don't care what. They keep trying to build these teams to win again in LA. The bubble was it. That's
And
it.
that's why I look, I'm still 50-50 on them coming, beating Memphis, but Memphis lost, Steven Adams. There's another guy that's down, that one, a couple of their big men. And if Anthony Davis can stay healthy through that first round, they could potentially beat Memphis. Even though I love watching Ja. That's one of my favorite people to watch. But I'm even 50-50 on that, but I totally could see the Lakers getting bounced in that second round. And then, I don't believe in the Clippers. I mean, they're hurt all the time. Paul George isn't even playing the first round. And so
Yeah, they might
against
not make it out.
Phoenix.
It's a
And
lot of
then
like it's gonna be exciting. Vegas gonna have fun with y'all dumbass betting ass people. They gonna have a good time. Really have a good time. Cause just like OKC, that game I saw last night, them play-ins was really, really good. Like that was the best NBA I saw in a long time. But I just look at them like when I be looking at ESPN when I wake up in the morning, teams scoring 156 against 120. Come on, man.
yeah, they
Come
out here
on.
scrimmaging.
Come on. Regular season, you'll have everybody out. You'll have I'm gonna say for instance, it's the red guy team, the Warriors. You'll have Clay out. You'll have Steph out. You'll have everybody out. You go and bet on the opposite team, they win by 90,000 points. Hey man, hey, it's so crazy. But
I
I'm
can see.
interested to see who going to the finals. I'm interested because it's gonna be really good, especially in the East. The West good too, but
Yeah,
that Boston,
yeah. Boston,
that
if they get
Milwaukee.
I still not buying Milwaukee. I have to say, even with one chip there, I'm still not buying Milwaukee. They won the year after. I, they won the year after the bubble, and everybody was hurt. Everybody burned out quick. That's not to say they didn't get a
I don't want
title.
to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit.
That's not to say they don't have a title. It's just
Middleton is back. His
I don't.
little haven't hurt the whole season. I think he was the missing pieces, and then they got another big. So excuse me. I think they're gonna be. I think them and Boston gonna be in the finals in the East. Who you think gonna be in the finals in the West?
Lord, I mean, oh
We got this. Throw two out.
I still, the way it's shaping up, I still think the Warriors could go again. Honestly,
You never count them out. You never count them out.
Just like if it falls.
Listen, hey, Steph got that Sierra prayer. You know how Sierra landed Russell? That's how. Hey, Steph be in there praying to God, like, let me get that Sierra prayer, please, Lord. Like, he be getting that. Like, that's how he be getting them championships. Steph don't be playing.
And Clay's been balling. He's had a good year. He's, I mean, they're older, so it's not the same, but like they just understand. They've been fucking around all season, and they understand if anybody knows how to turn it on, it's them,
Right.
I don't even, and that's why I think a lot of people are leaning on the Lakers, but I think LeBron's old. He can turn it on, but he's old. And I don't think AD can turn it on. So even if he is healthy, I don't think he knows how to.
Big. Everybody in the West big. That's the thing about the West. That's why I be skeptical about picking who gonna win, the winner from the East or the winner from the West. I look at the youth and I look at the veterans, people who know how to win. I look at a lot of things, but like I said, I don't think the Lakers gonna make it out the second round. If they do, whippity fucking do. They not gonna win the championship ever until they gonna have to regroup and find. They got a lot of youthful guys on the team that they bring off the bench, and that's another thing. If your bench trash, you ain't doing nothing. Ain't nothing.
They turned it around though with the trade. Their bench is decent. So
yeah, but we ain't pick up nobody but Love. I think we lost on purpose for the other day because we ain't want to have to face that shit in the first round. We ain't want to have to face that shit in the first round, so we lost on purpose. So now we get to play.
They play Chicago, and then they might, if they win that, they play against Milwaukee. I would have thought the better matchup. I just thought that the Heat.
I think we match up well with Milwaukee. We don't match up well with Boston.
Well, I mean, but I think they would took two out of 3 against Boston or something like that. But
I think we match up well with Boston Milwaukee, because Milwaukee play a style of ball where Giannis is the guy. So if you let Giannis make them twos, right, you got to take everybody else out the game. Giannis ain't gonna score 100. He's just not a 100 scorer. He'll get his 29, 30 on a good night, 35, whatever the case may be. But you just got to take everybody else out of the game. We match up well with them with what we got.
See, my problem with Milwaukee against the Heat is the height, the length, the bodies. Sometimes, because I agree with you. If you step back, and you might lose a game or two against Giannis because there's a couple games he might shoot well, but for the most part, his outside shooting is not going to be great. And so, and so you take. I totally agree with you. You take out the wings, but I think my for the Heat, the size of Milwaukee, and that's why I was like the size of Boston. I mean, Boston's just nasty. Boston always
7'6", 8".
They always just have a problem with the Heat. They have a problem with the Heat's scrappiness, and that's what
like I say, to me, Boston is a well put together team. The only thing that might stop Boston is coaching. That's it. I like that the guy, what the coach name who cheated on Neil Long. I'll punch your ass. You cheat on Neil Long. We've been liking Neil Long since when we were fucking little. Cheat on Neil Long. Crazy. But yeah, I think.
What's your first Neil Long movie? You're really like thinking back. What's some of your, or at least some of your favorites?
What that shit was with Ice Cube now.
Friday.
No, not Friday. Boys in the Hood. And he was her girlfriend, and she was a
Oh
girlfriend.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
She
yeah,
with because she had the
yeah,
Catholic school outfit on. She came
yeah,
in.
yeah. Right there, right.
Yep.
Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood.
I
That
I
was
love
my
her haircut in
yeah.
Friday, the short haircut too.
Mhm.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
doubt.
that was yeah. She been around. She done been on everything. But yeah, no, definitely. But I well, the NBA, I'ma like y'all again just for the playoffs. When y'all go back to next season. I'ma hate their ass again. But the playoffs, I like it. I like it. I gotta do something that come on every day, man. I miss football so much, dog. I be about to cry, dog. I miss football. I just be watching like when the draft coming. I want to see what we get. We ain't getting shit. We gonna have to go out there in free agency, dog. I just miss football so much. I do, cause I go
We're
to
only a
football.
couple we're only a couple weeks out from the draft too.
Yeah. Yep. I can't wait, cause all we need some offensive linemen, like two good corners. If we get a young running back and linebackers, and we need a good backup for Tua, cause like I say, he one concussion away. So we'll be all right. I'm gonna still be there though. That's my
Teddy
team,
Brid
and I'm gonna stick with him.
I feel like Teddy Bridgewater signed somewhere else now. I forget
Nah,
where he
he's definitely out of here. I don't think he should have been here anyway. I love Teddy. That's my guy. But I just think sometimes coming home kind of like makes you a different player, especially if you from Miami and you play in Miami. It could be one or two. And there's so many leeches down here. Get the hell out of here. And then family and then distractions and then still trying to handle family business and this and that. When you out of town, you don't have to answer your phone. You know that, right? When you hear bitches knock on your door, they pull up. Pull up. Nah, get the hell out. Yeah, they pull up. So yeah. I hope he's gonna do well wherever he goes. Because he's very knowledgeable. He's still got it. Every fucking quarterback in Miami got hurt this year. So I need my dog to get about 3, 4 more years in the game and then come back home.
I mean, I can't even think about it without just being still, mid late 2000s hurt that he was supposed to go to UM and he and he changed his sign with
Hey
Louisville.
man,
Like there's so many heartbreaks I have that are out there from like college that did not go to UM that were going to.
get over that shit. Get over it.
I,
Get over
I
it.
can't.
Get over it. You got to get over it. He did well. Get over it. Get over it. Get over it.
I
Uh,
mean, look, that's all love. It still hurts.
yeah, get over that shit. You got to get over it.
Well, I'm watching I'm a baseball watcher. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm working. I'll have the Reds on. I'm a Cincinnati Reds fan. Honestly, Cincinnati Reds my first love, and so it's that's a labor of love. I when I was in junior high a few years back, the Reds won the won it all. And I remember seeing a friend of mine, his sister went to the game and they had $150 on the ticket. I was like, I just got to make $150. I was like, the Reds will be back hella times. Them motherfuckers ain't been back since.
Oh Lord. Well, that's my other sport I don't go to. Baseball. I went to like 3 Marlin games. Um, you know,
Marlins is the best just because there's nobody there. You could just pull up. I parked in front. Like it just got a
oh,
regular
buddy,
ass like parking
buddy,
ticket.
they be having $1 tickets and shit. But I just don't go because every time we like win it, the times we won it, and I was interested, they'll sell the whole team. They'll even sell the water boy, the person who clean up the field, the equipment man. They'll sell everybody and get a brand new team the next year. Like who the hell does that? Then we'll lose for another 10 years. Then we'll win. Then they'll do the same thing. Like y'all like treating us like this in Miami. For the last 5 years, dog, we ain't been winning shit.
Listen, I'm the way I feel about the Marlins. I'm like Whoopi Goldberg in Color Purple since they tore down the Orange Bowl. and put a baseball only stadium down there. What's it never you's gonna do? I'm gonna put the hex on them.
These guys want to ask me a question so bad. They walk in here, I'm gonna throw them a whole water bottle at their ass. Yeah, man. But other than that, I'm just a sport. I love sports. It don't matter what it is. It's just like certain things excite me. Like it excites me. Like I go to a track meet, it's exciting. I like to hear when people get walked down, woo, like high school, football, basketball, track. Um, shit, even I go to a softball game. The baseball games be okay. It's just the rivalries of it all. Like when you in a city, like most people don't get it that in Miami, period, like the city, schools are literally 10 to 15 miles away from each other. So you're rivals with everybody, every single school. There's so many schools in the area. Then now they putting up all these charter schools and private schools and all that crazy shit. So it's kind of like crazy. Now you got to play them and they govern themselves differently and they can have money that most of the schools don't have. And you know, just that sells, you know, your school and athletics and education and all that stuff. But that's nothing like being in a city school, buddy. Just like there's nothing like being at a HBCU. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to. Y'all can say whatever you want. Cause I think we need to do a HBCU tour.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Like, I don't think people understand.
And I don't want to be on that like BET fake shit. I want to roll through. I want to roll through the games, roll through when they crossing on line. I don't want to be that stump the yard shit. I want to be raw. I want to do an HBCU tour, man, for real. Roll through that bitch, just hit the little spots where they eat at, be on campus, go to the little calf, all that shit. Game days, just be there, dog. That atmosphere is definitely something. I don't think people really understand.
Nah, you can't. It's something different. When I was at Virginia Union, because I've been to every type of university, every type, and I was at Virginia Union. Ben Wallace was there.
Okay.
At the time, and so we had. I mean, we were Division II, but it was just what people don't understand. It's like it was Virginia Union, Virginia State was down the street, Norfolk State, Hampton, Howard if you went north, and so there's a community. It was a community of those, but where you went, there's a community.
You got
of Black
kids, you just don't know where they at. Are you my daddy? You got kids. Then.
So it'd be like every weekend, there's some sort of rivalry party going on. You would just, it's hard to describe. And then, I went to Miami of Ohio to finish undergrad, and it's a college town. It's, there's a small Black community within it, and we had our community, but there's nothing like just being at HBCU. It's just the family. I always talk about the cafeteria. One of the best things for me, because everybody gets tired of the cafeteria, but they had collard greens, and I love collard greens. And so I got to eat collard greens like 4 days a week.
So when you come down, though, my mom made the best collard greens. I don't care what nobody say.
Oh, I'm there. I'm there.
I was on Instagram looking at Hazel E. Mama macaroni and cheese and collard greens. I ain't want to say nothing, but I wouldn't have posted that. That shit looked disgusting. That shit looked disgusting, dog. Like they roasted a pig outside, just chopped that shit up and threw it on top of the greens. That shit was disgusting. You got to marinate that shit. You got to cook it. That's the juices. Nah, that shit looked disgusting. But
you got it's got to marinate. You got to have the windows closed. It's got to be in the house,
Shit be in your clothes. It be smelling so good. Ooh, yeah, man.
It's always good when you would come home and it wasn't a holiday and they happen to make greens and you come in the house, you're like, somebody making greens?
You got to put in that request too. When I used to come home from school, put in that request. I know it's going to take me like 13 hours to drive from Nashville. I'm sitting and I'm putting in my request. But I'm coming home. It'll be nice to have a good meal with something. And I've been done through what I want in that motherfucker. I threw my order in. But yeah, my mama was good for that. One thing about my family, dog, they could burn. I don't give a fuck. We could battle any family out there. We could burn everybody. Everybody. Let's go. Cook off. So hold on. Let me get on another subject. It was like 2 weeks ago. I went live on TikTok. Hey y'all follow me on TikTok. And guess who got their Instagram back, man? That's me. I found it. I got it back. I thought they was trying to try me for them $14.99 for that check. I ain't paying for shit. Only thing I'm paying for is a check soda. Hey, but we was on live on TikTok here with me, J Money, Robbie. I was trying to call Christy now, but she was like, if you see how I look in the morning, I said, okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow. But we got on with the big booty stalker. Bruh, you know she got a food truck though, and I think it's Port St. Lucie. I forgot what it's called. It's a funny name too. Boy, when I find out, oh my God. But it's funny, like everything that I was doing is like everybody else doing it because I don't have time to do none of that shit, like food trucks, none of that. If I do get a restaurant, I want to cook only breakfast. I want to be off around about 1 o'clock. Like I go in at 5 in the morning, go in at 5 in the morning, 1 o'clock, enjoy the rest of my day. That restaurant shit, food truck shit, that's so time consuming, dog. I'm like, but we literally talked for about 2-3 hours on live until my phone went dead. I really enjoyed that. I might do that again this weekend. Just get all the guys on the phone and TikTok.
Maybe we can post it on here. Maybe we can post it.
Yeah, man, let's do it. I don't know how to record it or nothing like that. Like I don't know if you can record it.
We'll figure it out.
It was so funny because we sitting on a TikTok. Robbie had to pee. The nigga took his phone in the fucking bathroom. All you hear is him pissing. I say, boy, you real Trellapod. That boy is Trellapod in the motherfucker. He was like, shit, I had to go. Boy.
People don't realize.
I say, you ain't even wash your hands, nigga. Wash your hands. Hey.
People don't know Robbie like that. They don't understand. That is 100% Robbie.
But he be working like from 7 to 7. He be on the clock, like, or 8 to 8. I don't know what his.
We just gonna have to do it on a separate day. We're gonna have to just
go
up a random in a separate day because
I told him I'm gonna ride with him one day, but I'd be scared to ride with him because I just saw you piss on my live and then watch me, and you might be like, "What's up, cuz?" You know shit.
Hey, look, I hated riding with Robbie because, he likes to show out. So he started driving crazy as soon as you get in the car and shit.
Dog, I be having his seatbelt and my seatbelt on. Give me the child seat, bitch. I want to sit anywhere. For real, man. I really miss, them guys and filming with you guys. Like, that was, like, now that I think of it, like, I'm older now. Bitch, I did some crazy shit. Like snakes and jumping in the ocean, jetpacking, fighting, yelling, screaming. I did some crazy shit, but that was just my personality back then. As you get older, like shit just be like, yeah, bitches be still coming to me in the street screaming at me, like literally, like I'm finna scream back. I'm like, yo, you loud, bro. You loud. You loud, man. You loud, my nigga. Yeah, they be loud as hell, but
that's what people don't get. Like I know in most workspaces you work with people, but like I always try to explain, like working on a television show was like this. You're in a pressure cooker. They give you, I know people think it's a lot of money, but like a show like South Beach Tow, you get.
I was po for about 4 years, po.
They might give, all right, this is an example. You get $2.5 million to make 20 episodes. Right. Okay. So you got to cut maybe more than a third, maybe a little bit more than a third just for post-production altogether. Mm-hmm. And then you got to, shoot so many episodes with the rest of the money. And so you got writers, you got directors, you got all the talent, you got everybody. I'm not, look, you guys were underpaid. What I'm saying, I know you were. And we had to kind of force some hands with that at the end anyway, but that's another story. But what people don't understand is when it's a pressure cooker and a network is expecting a return on investment, um, everything has to be tight. So even shows that are cheesy, that are on air, there's a huge investment of time and work from a lot of people. And within that pressure cooker can build a family or can build, just people
Enemy.
quitting.
Right.
Yeah. And so, doing that for 4 years, you have you build a family. And so that's what I think people don't ever really understand. You look back and we laugh about some of these certain things because I remember this one day and there's certain days that like we remember vividly because it was as
Right.
many days there were, fighting and people arguing with each other because it's family and families argue and families, get pissed off. And, everybody's in a pressure cooker. And so then as Dean standing there crying because I yelled at him, that's how the days ended.
Man, it just be crazy, bro. But it was good. I loved it. I kind of miss it now. No, most people, like I say, they be asking when we gonna do it again. We ain't gonna do that shit again. We ain't everybody in different aspects of their life. Like I told you, what you need to do is get on to some people, and we need to do like a reunion or some shit like that, or something, and call True TV and be like, y'all channel is trash. You might as well get this reunion. Pay these people for this little season or two on this reunion. What they doing fucking now or what they doing, whatever. Put them in the house. See if they can still correlate. Everybody and they badass kids. All type of shit, man. I'd die. I can't stay with kids, dog. I would just die. I would be beating everybody kid, bro.
You know what we should do right now before
What?
we go? We should start a hashtag. Start like a specific hashtag to bring a South Beach Toe reunion because the only way they're ever going to bring people want the show to come back. And I always hear
Right.
that too. The only way it would ever come back is by a groundswell from fans.
There
And
it
so
is.
if you made a hashtag popular, they would do something.
What should the hashtag be? Hashtag South Beach Toe Reunion.
All right, let's do that.
Okay.
Hashtag South Beach Toe reunion.
Hashtag South Beach Toe Reunion. Ain't nobody fuck with us. No lizard licking. No nothing. We was raw. Especially me. I was raw. I was ignorant. I was ignorant as hell. I look back at that shit because I never watched it. Like when we were filming, people could tell me stuff. I know what I did, but I never watched it. Like I used to record it, and then I got like all the DVDs and everything like that. And then I be on like TikTok and shit. Bitch got 5 million followers of me. Like videos of me. Man, send me all my shit, Will. I keep telling you, you keep slipping. I told you, I'm a been done, did a talk over on my shit. I'm telling you, because people really be thinking people be me, that be them, or it be like True TV. It ain't nobody. It be a motherfucker y'all done gave 5 million followers, and I ain't even at 1 million yet. I'm at a 500,000, I think, on TikTok, but I ain't at 1 million yet. I'm finna learn me a dance. That's what I'm gonna do tonight.
You need to look. You need to do the ones when I was in Brazil. They got you need to do the Brazilian ones. They be doing these all this shit. I can't even. I'm gonna
Buddy,
embarrass myself, dog. I can't be
I
doing that
used to
shit.
dance really well when I was younger. Now I just feel like everything be shaking when you want it to stop. So I'm good with that shit.
Yeah.
But I'm about to start my travel. As soon as my season over, I'm gonna start my traveling bid, man. My first trip, I'm going to Aruba. I'm gonna be doing some bald head whole shit in Aruba. Yeah, we're gonna be off the track. And then I'm doing a family cruise. We're going to Bahamas. And then towards the end of the summer, uh, I'm gonna do a couple things, but I'm gonna travel with it. I'm taking the girls on a tour. We're gonna play like flag tournaments, flag football tournaments with the girls most of the summer through June and towards the mid or end of July. And then I have like 2 or 3 weeks to figure out what I'm gonna do before school start back. So yeah, that's really literally my summer. So you tell me you gotta put your bid in for me now, dog. Whatever you want to do, wherever we going, you gotta let me know ahead of time so I could pencil your ass in my schedule, boss.
Bam. I already told you. I just got my ticket because I'm gonna have to broadcast from some other places as I spend my summers. Spain,
Tell
Portugal,
these people how many languages you speak, bro.
and Colombia. Spain, Portugal, and Colombia. So you're open whatever time you have.
Let me see.
You need to come to one of those.
Who got the
I will be
baddest?
there.
Who got the baddest? You gonna say Spain? Portugal? Brazil?
Colombia.
Colombia? You know, we done been to Colombia. I done been to Colombia with you like 2-3 times, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if you said the baddest, I'm telling you the baddest. But
I know. I'm just saying, you know, I was back
that's
then. I was saved.
what I say. Look, if you it's a quicker flight from Miami if you
No,
just want to
I
do a
know.
quick trip. But if you I would love for you to come to Europe because
You know, I was just
it's a
talking
good
about
time.
when I really kicked the bucket and retire. Man, you gotta make me rich. We gotta get rich first. I want to retire when I could just slam everything off the table and then tell everybody fuck them because I done, did all that. Everything you really want to say, yeah, that's how I want to retire. I want to retire. I want to hit a lick. I've been playing a lot of shit. You know, I play that all the time. My scratch offs, dog. I ain't hit a scratch off in about 2 weeks, dog. I'm distraught. No, seriously, I'm distraught, dog. Literally. Usually, I hit a scratch off every other day. If a motherfucker see me, they already know I'm buying a scratch off. One day I hit a scratch off. I had my last little $10. I bought two $5 scratch offs. I won 100 on one ticket, and then I won 150 on the other ticket. Bitch, listen. I'll be like, man, same on the same roll, back to back. I almost went back and spent the whole thing and just let me get the whole roll, please, sir. Like literally, if that shit bang like that off 2 tickets, I'm ready to buy the whole roll now. But I'm better now. I went to, scratch off anonymous. I have to get myself under control. I ain't been winning shit, man. I'm around some bad juju or some shit. For real. I need some luck.
We'll send some luck. Hashtag Southeast Cell Reunion. We're gonna have to have everybody tag True TV. We're gonna have to have everybody tag True TV.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on one of my little what's the names on one of my social media sites. Y'all follow me. What I am SBT Bernice, Southeast So Bernice on Instagram. I think I am Southeast So Bernice on everything. And right?
KK Corner 2023 here.
KK Corner 2023 here. And then I got the Southeast So Bernice on TikTok, Instagram. Well, the Muskie guy kicked me off of Twitter because yeah, fuck you. I ain't on Twitter no more. So I'm good. Now KK Bronson on Facebook. I'm at the limit on my personal page. So you can follow me on the other one. I have two. I have mostly a fan page. Y'all follow me. Fuck with me. Inbox me. Don't say no weird shit. Don't be weird. They be weird.
We're gonna read next week. We need to read the weird shit. Let's start reading the weird shit. Oh,
you want to go? We gonna go on my inbox next week.
Next week.
Next week. Okay.
Next week.
Go on my inbox.
Thank you, everybody.
Make sure y'all inbox me, not with the weird shit.
Weird shit. Hashtag Southeast Toe Reunion.
At True TV.
Hit them. Hit True TV.
Toe Reunion at True TV. Tell them they ain't got shit going on. They might as well. It's your girl. Peace.